What's up, guys? This is Kenny Stanley. I just wanted to give you a little history on our shop and kind of the layout of it. It's obviously, as you can see, it's nothing fancy right now. We do have plans to add a new building to increase our capacity and change the way we do things. But whenever I first got started in this business in 2019, this is kind of what I had money to build. And the concept behind it was we didn't have money for overhead cranes, so I needed a building that I could get into with a telehandler to move equipment around. So we kind of designed it with these big open bays with really high eave heights so that we could get in there with our forklifts and move stuff around, because like I said, no overhead crane made it very difficult to move things around. And we actually built this building ourselves. It's not a pre-engineered building. It's just a weld together that me and my cousin drew up on a napkin, actually. And I remember this road. If you want to show them the road, Greg, this way, like I remember building this road myself. I was out here almost every evening, and we were actually working up at the front of the property. And I only had 2 people, and we had like really small projects, and we had this little lean-to that we had built in between 2 connexes, and that's kind of where we did our first fabrication jobs. And I started building this road back here. It's about 1,000 foot, and I would stay out here every evening just working on it. And then we built a pad for the concrete. And I remember one weekend I was out here building the pad for this concrete, and I just got to thinking about this business and about what God wanted me to do with it. And I remember getting out of the skid steer I was running and just getting on my knees like in the middle of this concrete pad that I was building, and just praying about this business and what we were going to do. And then from there we poured the concrete, and like I said, we drew the plans up on a napkin. We didn't really know what we were doing. We just knew, hey, we need a shop and it needs to be big and open. So we put this up ourselves. We had a little help with one of my buddies that lives around here, but we put this building up ourselves, added this lean-to, and then you see some jib cranes in there. We added those later. I got a design offline and we just built them ourselves. They're rated for 1 ton, so that helps us move material around. But we have 20 acres here. We have plenty of room to grow, so we do plan on adding more buildings, more modern equipment to help us in our processes as we grow and scale as a business. But this is what we have right now. Like I said, it is really nothing fancy. All right, so right here is where we stage material right now. You can see we have a lot of raw material that'll first make its way over to our saw to get cut to length, and then from there it'll make its way into our shop. We also have an iron worker. We get plasma cut plate quite a bit to make our end plates, base plates, etc. This raw material, and then that raw material over there, that's 8x8 square tubing. All of this actually isn't for a building. We have a project we're working on right now that's a bunch of pipe supports and pipe racks for a plant around the corner. So, we do more than just steel buildings, pre-engineered buildings. We do commercial fabrication for, office buildings, retail centers, and we do industrial fabrication, for plants, pipeline, stuff like that. It'll be pipe supports, platforms, handrails, stairs, ladders. So we essentially, we can build anything. And it's all, starts as just raw material like this and ends up in the finished product from the drawings. So that's what you'll be seeing today from these videos from the shop, as they're working on pipe supports. Enjoy.